It's the new year. You might want to do a CV, you might want to take more control of your career so you're not reliant on the career Prince Charming, on the career fairy godmother. And I have my absolute favorite technique to do that. And it's called Appreciative Inquiry. Appreciative Inquiry is asking the question about the things that you're really good at and that you really enjoy. So what is it? Ask yourself, to start off with, ask yourself, what is something that you feel extremely proud of that you've achieved professionally in 2025? And if you can come up with 3 things, even better. And write them down, be really, really specific. What was it? What is it about that thing that made you feel really proud specifically? And why do you keep going back to it? Like, ask yourself, why is the reason that this keeps coming up for me? Write them down. Now, a few things you can do with that. There's AI. You can feed it into your AI of choice and ask the AI to read your Appreciative Inquiry descriptions and play back to you what are the themes of the things that you are best at. It might be you're really good at bringing people to work together. It might be that you're really creative, especially when there is a short timeline. AI can really help you with that. And then you can use that to seek more opportunities to practice it and as skills that you can use in your CV if you're working on a new CV. If you want to take it even further, which is something I have done, is you can ask 3 to 5 of your most trusted colleagues, work friends, clients to tell you, you can send them an email and ask them to tell you when they see you at your very best. If they can give you specific examples over the last year in 2025 when they saw you at your very best. And that, together with your own reflection, is a lot of what I love, data, which you can then use with the AI to help you do some analysis to find out the things that you're great at. So I conduct Appreciative Inquiry for myself all the time. What am I most proud of that I've done in the last 3 months? What gave me the most energy? And that helped me direct where I spend my own energy and effort, and also helps me to know when to say no to projects, even if on the face of them they look really interesting, but they don't really fall in my sweet spot. If you are struggling with thinking, what is Appreciative Inquiry? What does that look like? I'm going to give you an example of an Appreciative Inquiry for me. Something I'm really proud of that happened last year, over the last few months actually. It's not the only thing I'm proud of, but it is something that pops to my mind. So the first thing is, what pops to your mind? Don't overthink it. The thing that pops to your mind is usually there's a lot there to unpick, if you like, or unpack, if you like. So what pops into my mind is that I have had a client who worked with me, a company that worked with me using my group mentoring programs. And we had a program in 2022 and in 2023. And then for reasons beyond our control, outside of a sphere of influence, the program couldn't continue. And I have been speaking to them since 2023 to start another program again. It's for women, it's a male-dominated company. We spoke for the last 2.5 years. And I didn't think it was going to happen, but I love the people I work with in this particular company. So I kept in contact with them because I really felt that my program delivered a lot of benefits for the women in that organization. And what happened was, in September, the CEO actually signed on the dotted line, and we are now launching the program again. And I am so proud of that. I'm proud, and I'm proud, that's the Appreciative Inquiry, of the fact that I didn't give up, that I didn't do it because it was clear that I'll have a program, so I wasn't doing it just for sales. I was doing it because I really care about the women and the people in that company, and my client, the person that I deal with, has become a great friend, and I could see that she was struggling and she wanted some support and she needed some support, and I could provide it to her. And then I saw her grow and become this amazing leader in the organization, which made me even more proud. So that's an example of appreciative inquiry, and what it tells me about myself is that I really value long-term relationship. I value relationship that are mutual, and I do like a challenge. This is an example of me doing appreciative inquiry for myself. I have been doing it for years. When I first started, I was much younger, and I just had my babies, and probably in hindsight, I was depressed. I had postnatal depression, and I didn't know anything about what I was good at. I was like, what am I even good at? Because I just felt completely helpless. So what I did was an exercise called the reflected best self. It doesn't exist anymore. You might Google it. I don't think that there's a lot of information about it, but in its very essence, it's really simple. What it did was it got me to email 3 to 7 people that I worked with, that are friends, that saw me in action. And I wrote an email, and in the email I said, "Dear Jane, you are someone I really respect and appreciate. I am now having a career crisis." I think that's what I wrote, but you can write whatever you want, or rethinking my career. And I want to be clear about the things that I am really good at and the things that other people think I bring the most value. So could you please give me 1 or 2 examples of times you worked with me and you thought, this is what Galia is especially good at. And the more specific, the better. So if you can tell me what project it was, what was it that I did that made you think that I was really good at it and added value. And then I had all these amazing emails. And the first thing was, it made me feel better. And I was feeling very down. So the first thing is, it does make you feel better. And then the second thing is that I was able to analyze, take all of those results. Now, I am an analyst and I am a PhD, but we have AI. So you can feed all of those emails into AI and get the AI to write a paragraph of, based on that data, of when you are at your very best. That's an option. Or you can try and construct that paragraph all by yourself.